I'm George Strongman. Thank you for selecting this video on the spiritual eye. The spiritual eye, as you know, I, E-Y-E. Before continuing, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, don't be a bonefish. Go ahead and do it right now. While you're at it, activate the notification bell feature, and if by the end of the video you found that you liked it, please give it a thumb up. If you found that you did not like it, please give it your other thumb up. Just please don't give it your middle finger. Share the joy of the channel with others. Now, continuing. Recently, I've created and uploaded a video or two regarding the Kybalion, the book The Kybalion, which I am currently in the process of narrating and uploading. And I recently also uploaded some introductory material to that book, notably a criticism, a scholarly criticism of the disconnection, not the connection, but the disconnection among the purported claims of the Kybalion, in the Kybalion, regarding its history, the history of the content, you know, harking back to antiquity, which it really doesn't. And there was also, in that criticism that I narrated by an individual whose last name is Chappell, stating that the idea of vibration does not go way back to her, the Hermetica itself, but rather originated in the thought of a 1700s philosopher. Also, in mystic Christianity, which I have begun to narrate in the first chapter, which I fervently narrated. That first chapter being The Coming of the Master. It's a chapter devoted to John the Baptist and his fervent lectures to people. I just got in the mood there, and I narrated that chapter in the manner that I thought maybe John the Baptist would have done himself. All right, so anyway, in there, a mistake is pointed out in public thought regarding the nature of the Star of the East, the Eastern Star. The mistake being that, according to the author, who is actually William Walker Atkinson, I believe that is under his pseudonym Yogi Ramacharaka. He says that the mistake is the belief, the somewhat pedestrian and vulgarized belief, that there was some star who led the three wise men to the baby Jesus, the three wise men from the East, that there was some star. He said it was a matter of an astrological event that took place, and they were astrologers, these three. They were seers, astrologers, magi, who were adept astrologers. That there was an astronomical event that took place, which you could look up yourself, that took place right about that at that time, which was actually a sign that the birth of the Master, the coming of the Master, was at hand, and they were able to discern the direction to go due to that astronomical event. Okay. That there was no star that moved around, and was always, guiding their way. That it wasn't that. It was an astrological and astronomical event that took place that did the trick. Well, all right. I want to approach these arguments over the star and vibration as proposed in the Kybalion, in a sense. No direct reference to the Kybalion here, but just this law or principle of vibration in all things, and perhaps how far back in historical awareness this actually goes. I'm going to point to another description of these things, okay, of both of these things, the star and vibration together. So this is going to be a third take on such things, and I happen to favor this one on both accounts. Now, this is a website called yogananda.com. I have other material about this very thing, significant other material about it, that comes from Paramahansa Yogananda, who in the early part of the 1900s brought Kriya Yoga to the West. And the information that I have, of course, dates back through some time through the Swami order. Okay. Which is the oldest monastic order on earth, by the way. All right. But I'm going to a website called Yogananda here, just because this makes this easy, and what I'm going to read you is very brief. I don't intend any copyright infringement. I just want to get this put out there in simple form, without any, detailed discussion. All right. I just want to present this to you as it is. This is on Yogananda.com, Yogananda. You can look it up for yourself. .com.au. So I guess this is based in Australia, this website. Okay. Spiritual eye. It's just one page here. Also known as the third eye. Star of the East. Inner eye. Dove descending from heaven. Eye of Shiva. Eye of intuition. The single eye of intuition and omnipresent perception at the Christ center. Christ being Kutastha. Center being the Ajna chakra. Between the eyebrows. Not the crown chakra. The one just below it. The Ajna chakra. Between the eyebrows. The single eye of intuition, which I'm sure you've heard of. The spiritual eye. Whatever. Okay. The deeply meditating devotee beholds the spiritual eye as a ring of golden light encircling a sphere of opalescent blue, and at the center, a pentagonal white star. Well, according to Yogananda, this is the factual grounding for the whole idea of the pentagonal star with the 1 point up and the 2 points down. This is the factual basis for that symbol. That's my own note that I get from elsewhere. All right. Microcosmically, these forms and colors epitomize, respectively, the vibratory realm of creation, or cosmic nature, or Holy Ghost. Vibratory, get it? Okay? I just said I was going to bring that up in connection with the Star of the East. The Son or intelligence of God in creation, which is called Christ consciousness, and the vibrationless spirit beyond all creation, also called God the Father. The spiritual eye is the entryway into the ultimate states of divine consciousness. In deep meditation, as the devotee's consciousness penetrates the spiritual eye into the three realms epitomized therein, he experiences successively the following states: superconsciousness, or the ever-new joy of soul realization, and oneness with God as AUM, the sound, the vibration, or the Holy Ghost. Christ consciousness, oneness, that is oneness with the universal intelligence of God in all creation, and then cosmic consciousness, that would be penetrating the white star itself. Unity, that is, with the omnipresence of God that is beyond as well as within vibratory manifestation. explaining a passage from Ezekiel 43, verses 1 to 2. Paramahansa Yogananda has written, through the divine eye in the forehead, which is known as the East, the yogi sails his consciousness into omnipresence, hearing the word, or the divine sound of many waters, the vibrations of light that constitute the sole reality of creation. End of quote. In Ezekiel's words, afterwards he brought me to the gate, even the gate that looketh towards the east, and behold, the glory of the God of Israel came from the way of the east, and his voice was like the noise of many waters, and the earth shined with his glory. Jesus also spoke of the spiritual eye, quote, when thine eye is single, thy whole body is also is full of light. Take heed, therefore, that the light which is in thee be not darkness. Luke 11, verses 34 to 35. And if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Matthew 6:22. That's the end of the text here. For further information, click on Penetrating the Spiritual Eye. So, this idea of the primacy of vibration did not start in the 1700s. And it's not relegated only to Hermeticism. And the idea that the star in the east is some star that traveled over three guys' heads, or that it was an astronomical event being referred to, really has factual grounding in the very nature of human consciousness. Of the central nervous system, found in certain forms of meditation. And being the actual thing with respect to ultimate states of divine consciousness. Something clearly visible. The spiritual eye, and its layers, and its shape, its form. Known in the Swami order, the oldest monastic order on earth. How far back that goes, I don't know. Okay? Now, with respect to the star in the east and the primacy of vibration, the sound of the cosmic motor running, the Holy Ghost, the sound of conscious substance in motion, what we have just encountered right here, I believe, is far more a plausible description of affairs than is either Chappell's, Atkinson's, or any other that has come forth in anything of the kind. Astrology, astronomy. Might be the case that with the three wise men, there was more than one of these things happening together. Who's to say? I wasn't there. Did you like the video? Thumb up. Didn't like it? Thumb up. Subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell feature. Share the joy of the channel with others. I'm Dirk Strongman. Be well.